Aloha. This is the world peace equation. Important things I've noticed about life. We're here in the physical realm to learn about love. It's not perfect love here. You must be selfish and harmful to some degree just to keep a human vessel alive. Only the spiritual realm has perfect love. The best thing we can do with our time and energy here is to live as selfless and harmless as possible within the limitations of the physical realm, to develop unconditional love like our Creator and purify our individual souls by letting go of all selfish and harmful desires is the ultimate goal and purpose of every soul here. As humans living in our natural habitat, tribally and united on a vegan sober diet and lifestyle is the most loving way we're able to exist within the limits of this type of physical realm existence while we're temporarily learning here in the soul school. Our job as humans is to help maintain the natural balance and harmony in nature by planting and caring for fruit trees and vegetable gardens in the tropics, by using syntrophic agroforestry to create a better world for generations living after us. Humans destroyed the natural balance of nature by domesticating wild animals, even to the point where they can't even have natural birth, along with the other harmful deformities that result from unnatural breeding. Humans were designed to coexist naturally with wild animals without enslaving or altering them. Love naturally shares everything, like the story of the tribal kids in the basket full of fruit. An anthropologist proposed a game to children in an African tribe. He put a basket of fruit near a tree and told the children whoever got there first won the sweet fruits. When he told them to run, they all took each other's hands and ran together. They sat together enjoying their treats. When he asked them why they had run together like that, as one could have had all the fruits for himself, they said, Ubuntu, how can one of us be happy if all the other ones are sad? Ubuntu is the essence of being human. It embraces hospitality, caring about others, being willing to go the extra mile for the sake of another. So today, how can we be happy and celebrate with events when innocent families are being bombed and shot overseas? We must first concentrate all of our time and energy to break the system that creates war in the first place, instead of just sending temporary supplies until it happens again. Creating tropical vegan tribal communes will prevent wars and create permanent sanctuaries. Some tribes don't even have a word for mind because they naturally share so lovingly. Another important life lesson in sharing comes from the life of Christopher Johnson McCandless, also known as Alexander Supertramp, for the movie Into the Wild. He had the right heart, but he went to the worst climate for humans, far from the constant warmth of the tropics, all the way up north to the freezing temperatures of the Alaskan wilderness. He also went alone without the help and love of a tribe and ended up dying alone. If only he'd chosen a tropical location like Hawaii, he could have been part of a loving tribe growing food all year in harmony. The last thing he wrote before he died was, "Happiness is only real when shared." The movie Ferngully showed us the most loving way to exist. Pocahontas gave us another pure example with the song Colors of the Wind. The Blue Lagoon trilogy showed us the natural tropical human habitat and innocent love. The TV show Meet the Natives showed us the simplicity of natural human life. Stephen Gaskin created a hippie vegan commune in Summertown, Tennessee, known as The Farm, and it went well, but they had problems with winter, so they created another commune in Homestead, Florida, where it was at least subtropical, but still not warm enough to naturally sustain human life year-round. Sure enough, one year it froze, and they lost all their green bean crops, because even subtropical can still have freezing temperatures, unlike the full tropical areas that are required for humans to thrive. One time, the farm hippies went to visit a prison to play a game of baseball against the inmates. The hippies chose to use plastic catching gloves instead of the cruel leather gloves. This proved to be a disadvantage, with their plastic gloves eventually breaking and costing them the win, but they won the hearts of the inmates because they were committed to their loving choice of refusing the cruel equal advantage of using leather gloves like the inmates used. Another service of love that the farm commune provided was free birth assistance and child care to any mom that was considering abortion. They would care for the pregnant mothers and provide all their needs at the commune and then help them have home births. If the new mothers didn't want their babies, then the commune would raise the babies, and if the mother changed her mind, she was free to come back and take her baby back. This wonderful act of selfless love is beautifully told in the book Voices from the Farm, Adventures in Community Living. This is a great example of the pure, selfless, unconditional love of adoption, the truth that every child should be loved as if they were your own. So what is the most loving way to exist as a human? How can you be the most loving in every category of life? What if we're all here just to discover, desire, and develop the highest and purest love so we can carry that love with us to the spiritual realm and share it with other souls and the Creator? Once you naturally desire the highest and purest love, your soul becomes troubled with even the smallest amount of selfishness and harm required to maintain a human vessel in this physical realm, and your soul becomes ready for the perfect love that only exists in the spiritual realm. Thankfully, we get to take our love with us and continue to share it with everyone we meet here in the physical realm and also with other souls in the spiritual realm as well. So you basically become too good and too loving for the limitations and requirements needed to maintain a living vessel in the physical realm. So where do you draw the line on how selfish and harmful you're willing to be in order to maintain this type of physical existence? Since we're still here, the best thing we can choose to do with our time and energy is to make this world a better place for the new souls arriving here, just like Superman would for truth, justice, and a better tomorrow. Some of the best examples of the most loving paths to take in the physical realm include the way of Jesus, also known as Yeshua, obviously, the vegan saints from the book Vegetarian Christian Saints, the TV show Highway to Heaven, and also the Walk the Earth path from the movie Pulp Fiction, to walk the earth with no possessions, no money, and only living to serve others, pure love and surrender to our Creator's will. Aloha. Stay right out there.